Good evening, everybody. Hope you're fine and dandy on this Thursday evening and life is treating you good. Welcome to the weekly live Q&A with myself and all the members, all the Catch More Carp members if you're a member, or if you're tuning in through YouTube, tuning in through Facebook pages, Instagram page, everything, welcome. If you can hear a little buzzing noise in the background, that's my fan. I've got my fan on the go because it's bloody hot in here with all my computer equipment in me. I'm in my office, and you probably see above there picture of a carp, other bits and pieces like camera equipment and all that. This is my office where I work out from, where I run my social media marketing company from. So yes, I'm in the office and we're on the live Q&A tonight. So if you've got any questions at all, any carp fishing questions or queries about anything you're struggling with in your fishing that you think I may be able to help, anything from bait, rigs, anything like that, summertime, floater fishing, where to go on holiday in France, what swims to fish at, whatever you want to ask a question, just ask away, because there is nothing like a silly question. They don't exist. The only silly question is a question you don't ask. So please feel free to ask any carp fishing related or non-carp fishing related questions, or biscuit questions, of course. Blimey, you can ask for biscuits as well. So welcome guys and ladies, good to see you all. How many got in? Over 40 people, lovely. So I hope you're all well. It seems like the weather's taken a turn for the better, isn't it? Well, say for the better, for warmer, for us sun worshippers. It's definitely got a bit warmer. We'll be able to look at the weather a little bit later, because it's definitely a lot warmer than it has been. I mean, I think last week or the week before, one night I even had to put my tracksuit bottoms on in the bag. I felt a bit cold in the morning. But God knows what happened there. But yeah, it's good to see you all. Well, not see you all, but you can see me. But good to have you all here. Let's see who's around. As I suspected, the first comment's going to be about the magic twig. We will be discussing about that. Very apt to talk about that, I think. Lot going on in the carp fishing world. Is it banned? Is it not? Someone's banned it, someone's not. Is it safe? Does it get caught up in the net? Etc, etc, etc. So we'll be having probably 5 or 10 minutes talking about that, I reckon. Tell me what you think. Put down below the magic twig. Should it be banned? Should it be allowed? Do you think it's safe? What's your opinion of it? I know what my opinion of it is, and I'm going to share that with you soon, but what's your opinion of the magic twig? Pure hype? Is it Ali doing what he does best, and that's hyping up a product? Do you think it's going to really change fishing? For the worst, for the bad, for the best? Lots to talk about, I think. But, so yeah, hope you're well, David. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your initial, what do you think about the magic twig? I said we'll be talking about that in a minute. Louis, even though hope well, very well, thank you, Louis. Good to see you, mate. Luke says definitely a big talking point. Definitely. I mean, it's all that anyone seems to be talking about. Last week when I was fishing, I was talking about the magic twig, or everyone was talking about it. So if that was what was meant to happen, a massive marketing push for it, then 10 out of 10 for effort, definitely. Evening, Nigel. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in. And Paul, evening, Leon, all the members. Good to see you, Paul. Hope you're well, mate. Hope things are good. Luke says, evening, Louis. Evening, all. Yeah, evening to you, mate. Well, we might as well get started on the magic bloody twig, mightn't we? The magic twig is like most things. The two people have had it in their hands. Hard to judge it, but not for me personally. Okay, this is my thoughts on the magic twig. IMC's magic twig. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't seen it, then where have you been? Here it is. There's the old magic twig, like that. This is my view on it, my point of view. I'd love to hear what your point of view is. Initially, my first thoughts are, should be banned, don't like it, blah, 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 blah. Just out of safety. But I haven't seen it. I haven't had it in my hand. I haven't used one. I haven't seen it working. I haven't messed about with it. I haven't triggered it. I haven't reset it. I haven't caught a fish on it. I know nothing about it. Only what's been talked about, what I've seen, what Ali said on the videos. So how can I make a decision whether it should be banned, whether I should use it, whether it's unethical, whatever it is, without actually having it in my hands to be able to give a good, logical view on it, opinion on it. Because everything's an opinion, isn't it? It's opinion. It's not fact, that it's an opinion, most of it. So me initially, yes, I'm glad it's banned everywhere. That may sound a bit of a funny, sort of weird thing to say, but I think just until everyone's had a good chance to look at it, until all the fishery owners, until all the anglers have had a look at it, and the decision is made by the individual and by the fisheries and by other people in the trade, whether they're going to sell it or not. I mean, it might be that some of the tackle shops, well, I think they only stock with Angling Direct now, I think, might decide not to sell it. I don't know. I need to see one in my hand. I think it's a little bit smaller than what I initially thought it was, looking at the films. But I just want to see it and not actually probably cast it out, but I want to get a feel for it, have a look at it, mess about with it to see, and then I will give my proper opinion on it. I did notice that Crowe put out a little video, I haven't got it here actually, just saying that it's not a new idea. Him and I think Rob Hughes many years ago in a book that they wrote together, or he wrote, shows the same sort of rig, and they weren't allowed to publish that rig or weren't allowed to promote that rig, or did a big article on it in Carp, I think, and I think Tim Paisley turned round and said it's unethical. So that was of interest anyway. It's not new. I didn't think it was new anyway. Those were saying it's just like the hermit rig. It's totally different. Once it's used, then it goes like the hermit rig on a bit of elastic, I believe. But until then, it's totally different to the hermit rig. It's self-hooking, or it pulls that hook link back, whereas the hermit rig doesn't pull it back with force. It's on the elastic. So the more force the fish pulls away, the more the elastic's going to pull back. So once the magic twig has actually worked and done itself, then it acts like a hermit rig. Exactly the same. So, what are your thoughts? My thoughts initially are everything that's happening at the moment, I think, is fair, to say the least. It's fair to say that people are banning it, fisheries are banning it. I don't know how many anglers can actually have a comment on it really until they've seen it in their hands, had a feel for it. I've got a bit more feedback. Your initial knee-jerk reaction, mine was, bloody hell, what is that? We don't need that. What is that? That must be harmful. Blah, 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 blah. But until we've actually seen it, until I've seen it, I can't give an informed, logical view or opinion on the magic twig. Let me know what you think. I'd love to continue this conversation. Let me know down below what you think, guys. Let me know. Let's have a look. Stuart said, "Evening, Leon. Great fishing video. Glad you liked it, mate." Luke, yeah. Facebook users, good evening, Leon and members. I managed to get on tonight. Yeah, good to see you, mate. Good to be there. Dave said, "Evening, everybody. I hope you're all well." Is Anthony? Evening, all good to be back. All good to back. John Frith, evening to you. Evening to you as well, mate. Chris says, "Good evening, Leon and fellow members." Here's a question for you as well. I mean, I'd love to hear about the magic twig. What your thoughts are on it. But what's your favourite? If you could fish a lake and you could only use one pop-up, you could only use singles, one pop-up, you can only use one pop-up, what would it be? What company, what flavour, what colour? So I know something like, I like a white Northern Special. Simple as that, pop-up. White Northern Special. What would yours be? Would it be like a pink cell pop-up, or a match the hatch Manila? Let me know what your single go-to single hook bait pop-up would be. Let me know in the comments below as well. Love to hear what you all think. Mine's probably a few different ones, to be fair, but at the moment the one that's shining out for me, which I've done well on the last 7 or 8 years, is the white Northern Special. That's the one. There's Jonathan. Hi, mate. how you doing? Stuart says, evening everybody. Steve Root tuning in on Facebook, evening all. There's Phil on Facebook as well. Evening Leon everybody. John says, hi Leon and gang, hope you're all well. Very well, thank you. There's Roger, he's tuned in tonight. And Julia, evening to you, Julia. There's another one of our regulars and members of Catch More. Guys, if you don't know what Catch More Carp is, it's a subscription website. There's over 300 plus videos, technical videos, campaign videos, how-tos, back to basics, French fishing films, how to fish, wraps and everything. All the major lakes over in France. Yeah, $4.99 a month. And you get all that. You get discounts with the Keen Angler, which is an online fishing tackle shop, 10%. J Precision Hooks, CC Moore, you get discounts on and loads more. Plus, what it does as a member, you get first refusals on any socials that we're doing. I'll talk about socials in a minute, actually. Got a couple of announcements with the socials to make. So I'll be talking about those in a while. But yeah, go and check it out. It's not for everyone. Most people who join like it and stay. Go and have a look at www.catchmorecarp.co.uk if you want technical advice in easy to watch films. Stuart is going for his very first fishing adventure to France. Can't wait till France. 14 days to go. Getting nervous. First time he's ever fished in France. I've sent him 3 rigs I use in France to use. So hopefully he's going to catch that on. That'd be brilliant if you caught a new PB on him, wouldn't it? And yeah, I'm looking forward to report. I'm looking forward to you enjoying it, Stuart. This is his first time in France. Good for you, mate. Evening, Christopher. There's Paul, one of our members as well. Evening to you, Paul, mate. Adnola, evening to you. Anthony, another one. Anthony's been on a couple of socials as well. Abby in 3 weeks fishing heron for the first time. Any tips for heron? I fish it exactly the same as I fish the other lakes. Attila, Fox and that. Anywhere on heron can be good. You just got to follow them fish. Find out where they are. Swim 9, round to 13 can be good. That's where I'd hope to get that sort of area. Round the back of the islands as well. All can be good on there. They definitely like hemp. Sorry. They definitely like buckwheat rather than hemp. They definitely like maize and sweet corn. Those two together with a helping of boilies. Don't go mad with the boilies. The buckwheat and the maize. At least have one rod on popped up maize or a couple of bits of maize, plastic corn, whatever it is. They love buckwheat. They love maize over there. Give those a go, mate. Jonathan says, magic twig, ban it. Stuart says, I won't use it. Don't think it's safe. Price too much. Just back in the gym. Cooking steak and eggs in the room tonight. Fair play. Old Sumo. Steak and eggs. Lovely. Andy Jones says, magic twig looks like a good idea, but it's been tested all over the country by fisheries. It's just a good marketing tool for OMC. Yeah. Paul said, I think it should be tried and seen. Too many banning. Eat without even seeing it. If it's rubbish or gets trapped in net, ban it. Okay. Evening, Andy. Good to see you, mate. Ronnie, hi, Leon. One and all. Hope all is good from a cold South Africa. Well, it's a warm England at the moment, Ronnie. Good to see you tuning in again from South Africa. Rob Salisbury says, hi, everyone. Hope you're well, and I can't see nothing wrong with a twig. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Ronnie said, wouldn't want to be the angler who triggers the twig while holding your rig and hooking yourself out. Do you know what? I didn't even think about it, Ronnie. But you can imagine you could be sitting there with the rig, all like that, and you trigger it. If, of course, you've locked it in place, boom, and it pulls the hook in your feet. I tell you, there's going to be a few of them in there with the hooks being pulled in. Definitely. Didn't even think about that angle, Ronnie. Christopher said, I think it will be safe in the right hands. We shall see. Julia says, the magic twig looks like a gimmick to me, made to catch the angler more than the fish. It also looks huge. It does look big to me, but I think it's a little bit smaller than what I thought it was, actually. I thought the idea was to make your rigs inconspicuous so as not to spook fish, not shout, here it is, it's not for me. I have to agree with you, Julia. John says, in reference to nuisance fish, I've made bigger hook baits, 40 millers, barrel wafters. Question is, what rig would you use? Longer hair, etc. I think you're referring to the latest video that we put out on the Catch More Carp. Every Sunday, 6 o'clock, we put out a brand new video. It's a technical one, basically showing people out how I avoid bream and tench. I mean, I don't avoid them totally, but I slow them down with rigs, bait not to use, bait to use, and rigs on that. So, reference to the nuisance fish, he makes 40 mil baits, barrel wafters, which are, yeah, perfect. If you haven't seen that film yet, guys, go and watch it on the website. Dave, talking about the twig, says, personally, I don't like it. Looks like it could quite easily snagged if your line breaks, which in my mind is a no-no. I have to agree. I can't disagree with you, Dave. Jonathan says, don't have to have that thing in your hand to see it's dangerous. I don't know. I mean, my initial knee-jerk reaction is not for me. Not for me, you know, but I have to actually have it in my hand to have a look at to verify that, or to say, actually, it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. But I need to have it. Gary said, at Linear Sky Lake Syndicate, very weedy, lost one on the naked chod. That's not good, Gary. At least you had a bite, which means you've got another chance of a bite. Just keep at it, keep on keeping on, and I'm sure you'll get another chance, Gary. Stuart said, it's too much for what it is, my mate. Had one, not for me, Stuart. Paul said, our syndicate's banned it already, so has mine. All my syndicates have banned it. A bit too soon, as the Bailey said, I haven't looked at it yet. I think the knee-jerk reaction, and the best thing, believe it or not, is to ban it. Then you can unban it, can't you? It's too late if it's dangerous, if it's not banned. So I think lakes that have banned it initially have done the right thing. Mr. Bream himself, George. Good evening, peeps. Hope all are fit and healthy. Very well, thank you, George. Good to see you, mate. Well, Andy says, one of my local lakes have tested it and now lifted their ban. See, the local lake, this is what's going to happen, guys. They've made a decision on actually seeing it working. I mean, it doesn't mean they won't re-ban it, does it? It's going to be interesting, this one. It's going to go on for a while, I tell you. Stuart said, what's wrong with the old way of fishing? CC Moore yellow pop-up for Stuart is his go-to. DNA's PB's yellow, another good one. CC Moore yellow Northern Specials, another very good one, Steph. Probably my second, pink or the yellow as well, but Northern Special definitely all day long. Dave said a white Manila. And he said his go-to high track hook bait, pop-up, is a 12mm yellow mainline pineapple. Love a mainline pineapple. Christopher said DNA bug, yellow DNA bug. Okay. Andy says yellow DNA PB, go to 12mm. Okay. Ronnie says match the hatch sticky krill. Yeah, okay, I'm hearing ya. Paul Crook says pink Northern Specials. Yeah, another favourite of mine. I mean, white, and then secondly, it's either a white pink, it's either a white Northern Special or a pink washed out. You know those ones they do now, or the white ones as my top choice, and the yellow one. So could be one of three. I can't. Well, if I had to choose, it'd be the white. Oh, let me just have a cup of tea. Oh. So much better after a cup of life. So much better after a cup of tea, isn't it? John says, currently fishing in France and it's scorching hot. I bet it is, mate. George says, homemade essential cell, solar pop-up mix, been using for years, can't see me using the twig, just as well use the hermit rig. Okay. Paul said, I like the videos on the Burko boiler preparing particles. Yes. You've got another one coming out this Sunday, how to prepare maize. So I'm going to show you So I've had quite a few questions, or well, queries actually, not questions, queries from guys who have messaged me over the last couple of weeks saying, love your videos on particles, so easy to follow, really stead me in good stead, but my particles are, my maze is still hard. It's still, only some places it's started to break up and go soft. I've been boiling it for an hour. And I'm like, that's bloody strange, isn't it? Soaked it for a day, boiled it for an hour. It should be perfect then. But what I find out is that a couple of them had added salt in the beginning. So we're going to go through it, and that's why it hasn't been able to boil it properly. Stops the process. So we're going to go through a few do's and don'ts with cooking maize up, what you can add, when you can add it, before or after, the salt, the sugar, all that sort of stuff. However you want to put into your maize, special maize, chilies, that type of stuff. So we're going to do all that. This Sunday's video, that's going to be. I haven't even filmed it yet. I'm filming it tomorrow. So I'm going to do it all fresh. So, yeah, that'll be in the Burko, how to do maize. Yeah, enjoy that. That's coming Sunday. So, yeah, more for you to enjoy, Paul. What other particles would you like me to show you how to cook in the Burko? Put them down below. Let me know what videos you would like to see. Or actually, I'll tell you what. Let me know what videos you would like to see in general. What technical videos. What, if you could say, Leon, I want you to do a video for me about XYZ. What would it be? Put them down. Put them down in the comments. Let me know in the comments what would be. What video would you like to see with something you're struggling with in your fishing that I may be able to help by doing a video on it? Could be how to roll special hook bait. Could be watercraft. Could be how to tie the KD rig. Could be whatever it is. Put it down below. John Frith says DNA S7 pinks. Very nice. Ian says purple black currant from high performance hook baits. Very special. I like the purple colour. I like the black currant as well. That's a lovely flavour there. Try putting black currant with N-butyric acid. That's another good one. Hi Leon, good evening. Not evening to you, sir. Luke on YouTube says, evening chaps, just had some DNA bug delivered. Smells like an old mainline bait. I just can't think what. Any ideas? Don't know, because I haven't smelt that. I smelt the bug once, I think when they first brought it out, I just smelled it. Oh, that's alright. G. Patty says, SOS Leon, SOS. Peter Baines here, I'm blanking. Naps Lake in France, and it's Thursday. Send assistance immediately. Oh dear. Right. What can you do to get a bite? I won't put no more bait in, that's for certain. First thing, I won't put any more bait in until I went on Sunday. If I'm not catching, they're not feeding, or they're not feeding on the spots. I'm trying to catch a fish. If I've blanked up until now, Thursday, I'm in trouble. I haven't had one for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 nights. I haven't cut. I've got 2 nights left. I've got to pull out all the stops. So I'll be looking for totally different spots. That's for certain. Maybe a move. Move tomorrow if you've got one night, or now if you've got time. Try and get on the fish. Maybe there's no fish in your area. You can't do nothing about that. But if the fish are there, they're not feeding on your spots. There might be too much bait on them. That's a common thing that happens. Look for some different spots. And, fish for a bite. Handful of bait. Even if you're using a bait boat, handful of bait. Couple of crushed boilies, boom. That's it. Or a couple of crushed tire, whatever. On your spot. Try and fish for that bite. So you don't go home blanked. And let us know, Peter Baines, how you get on. Bring back black chicken t-shirts. I may well be bringing them back. I've got to look for a source to print them for me now. Chris says the magic twig does look as though it's dangerous, so it's probably best practice to ban it. If it proves to be safe, lift the ban rather than allow its use from day one and potentially experience some unwanted consequence. I totally agree with you, Chris. Totally agree. That's my stance on it at the moment. For those of you messaging me, I've had quite a few messages recently after we started doing the socials, me and Jamie. When's the next social? How can I get on it? Blah, 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 blah. Well, let's go over and let's give you a little bit of info, shall we? where are we? Oh God. Let me have a look. Is it that one? No, that was from the social. Is it that one? No. No. Is it that one? Is it that one? No. Is it that one? No. Oh God. Right. Let's have a look. Let me bring up. Let me bring up. Right. Let me just Okay. Right. Bear with me. Right. Bear with me. Okay. Right. Now this is going to be. This is the next social. Okay, for you guys. Unfortunately, it's fully booked already because everybody who's a Catch More Carp member, subscriber, monthly or yearly, was given the option of coming on this social. You always get first refusal if you're a member or you've been on one of the socials already. So the next social at the moment, there might be one before, but the next social at the moment, 3rd to 5th of November, East Dale Flakes, unfortunately is fully booked. You can message me to get on the waiting list for this social, but I don't think anyone's going to drop out. If someone cancels, I've got one person on the waiting list already. If someone cancels, then I'm going to give it to them and anyone else who messaged me. Now, the next one after that we've got, let me show you this. This is going to be, there we go. Right, now that is the next social. At the moment, there might be one before that, but I don't think so because in that sort of winter time, it can be a bit hit and miss. Not everyone's up for that. It's all going to be spring and summer of next year. This is going to be the next one. Right, we've got 72 hours on the awesome Ashbury Fisheries. Myself and Jamie will be doing tutorials and walking around, taking photography, answering all your questions, helping you with any of your fishing questions and queries for the whole 72 hours. You've also got a barbecue on the Saturday. We've got that. Professional photography with your captures, generally helping you on the social over the 3 days, myself and Jamie. Now that's 29th of March to the 1st of April. That's 3 nights, 279. Again, this will be going out to everybody who's a Catch More Carp subscriber, monthly or annual. Also, it'll be going out to anybody who's already been on a social. Those people get very first refusal. I expect this to sell out. Not a problem. Very quickly. So if you want to be considered for these social guys, I've had loads of messages from you going, I want to get on social. The easiest way is become a member of Catch More Carp. Then you get first refusal. Then you can get on the socials. So that's going to be the next one. I haven't put that live yet for our members. It will be over the next week or 2 weeks. But this is the sort of thing you've got to expect over the next 2 or 3 weeks. We will be putting out all these lovely socials. We've got some in France as well. We've got an awesome one in France, which you're going to love. We've got Sandhurst Lake again, and we've got a few others which we're going to be putting out there. But this is going to be the first one. Ash Fisheries, we've got the top and the Mere. We've got the top lake and we've got both lakes for those 3 nights. Right at the beginning, when they're just starting to wake up. They'll be getting big and fat, and I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to seeing you guys. So watch out on the Catch More Carp website. If not, I'll be putting it across social media if you can't fill it. I think we're going to fill it within our members. But that's just giving a little bit of information of what's coming over the next few weeks. Right, back to the fun. Luke says, the magic twig. What do people think about the claims and catch footage of it not actually triggering? I sort of thought that as well. I didn't see it trigger, and well, I wasn't sure if I saw it trigger or not. And the lead doesn't get dumped. That's a big one for me. That lead doesn't get dumped. If it snags up, I don't know. It just, I've got to see it first. The jury's out for me. Put it that way. Steph said, also love the 8cc more 8mm minis. Yes, I use that. I use those a lot for my floater fishing and to top if I'm using a snowman. I mean, as you saw on Turner's, yes. I mean, you caught some nice fish out there, didn't you, Steph, on Turner's? Keely said, hi pal, hope you're well. Can you please shout out the top fisherman Alan? Of course, Kelly and Darren. Alan, top fisherman, big shout out to you, mate. Ashley said, wafter fishing, what rig is for you? Wafter fishing. If I'm wafter fishing, I like a D rig. I like between a 5 and an 8-inch D rig for wafter fishing. That's what I like. So it just wafts down nice and stiff. As soon as it goes in the mouth, it's very difficult to get rid of it using a D rig. Hi Leon, I'm enjoying the Catch More Carp content, particularly the bait clinic. This is from a Catch More Carp member subscriber. I purchased a Bartropp boiler based on your recommendations. Are you going to do more videos on preparing partners in 100%? I'm really interested in your views on preparing flaked maize and what you would add to it to give it that extra edge. Flaked maize is a nice. This Sunday's Burco boiler particle is going to be maize, so I'm going to put flaked maize on the list of to do in the Burco, and yeah, I look forward to what you think about this Sunday's one. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. There's a good advert, guys. If you're thinking about subscribing, go and have a look at the Google reviews. Go and have a look at what Google reviewed, what the guys say about the socials and the Catch More Carp content. But thank you very much for your great recommendation, and I know you're enjoying it. If you're saying you are, look forward to seeing what you think about the Burco boiler maize on Sunday video. There's Ken. Good to see you, mate. Hi. Hope you're well. Paul said yellow pop-up or a waffler in spring, a dark ones in summer into autumn. Definitely a man after my own heart, that Paul. Ken says tight lines or slack. 99% of the time slack, but I'll give you a caveat to that. I'd rather fish slack all the time if I can, but the only time I don't is if you've got something in front of it. So in other words, if you've got a weed bed, if you've got a bar, a plateau, something like that, I always fish tight. If you've got a snag, or if you're fishing up the snags, always fish a tight line. Otherwise, I think you've just got to fish a tight line rather than a slack line. You're asking for trouble of getting cut off, or getting the fish snagged up, or losing the fish, or not getting the indication you want. If ever I'm fishing over anything, no matter what it is, weed bed, bar, plateau, snag, anything, I always have a tight line, always. So, but the other 99% of the time, I'm happily to fish a slack line in the swim. What do you do firstly on rigs or bivvy up? Depends. If I'm on fish there and then, rigs will go out. If I've seen the fish there, I've got there in the morning, I've seen the fish, I haven't fished for them, I've waited for them to finish, waited for them to finish doing their feeding, but I'm in the area for the night, then I put all the kit up and get ready, get comfortable, cup of tea, then wait a few hours so I know they're not feeding, and then put the rods out. Baitworks, pinch sent from hell. Sent from hell, very good. A lot of butyric acid in those. And he said, any more merch coming to the website? We shall see, mate. There may be something in the pot. I keep on getting some samples and other bits and pieces. It's just not the quality that I want to. We've still got t-shirts. We've still got some sizes of t-shirts on the website, on the shop, guys. Which reminds me, I've got to send someone's cup out. Oh, bloody hell, forgot totally about that. Bad me. But yeah, hopefully I'm going to get some more merch. It's just getting the right bloody good quality. I've tried some of these printing services. The quality's not good. And I don't want to sell you something which isn't good, basically. I'm going to try and get some more stickers, some more other bits and pieces. So, yeah, we're going to see what we can do anyway. But thanks for reminding me, Anthony. Ken said, reading your swim, liners, rollers, etc. for videos, watercraft, that type of thing that is, isn't it? I think we can put that under. There is a watercraft video on the Catch More Carp website already, but I'm going to do an updated one. Dave said, what about this on the twig? Is to get Mr. Hughes to go down in his scuba diving gear, brilliant idea, to see if it snags too easy when triggered. I quite like that idea. I think that'd be a good one. Andy said watercraft would be good. There is actually one about watercraft, but I want to do a longer sort of updated watercraft video, which I will do, Andy. Thanks for reminding me as well. Evening, Steve. Evening, Leon. What what I wouldn't give for a pot of Heathrow Baits Indian Spice pop-ups. Well, in that Indian Spice, I think it was one of Hutchie's. It was a Hutchie flavour in there from memory. I think it was, what was it? Was it Indian Spice, or it was something which it was a Hutchie flavour, but the main base of that Hutchie flavour was N-butyric acid. And it says rolling homemade hook baits videos would be good. I have done a couple on that as well, to be fair. I've done some hook bait rolling. Yeah, have a look at that. A lot of these is already there, the videos. Bellycan with heavy spice, homemade pop-ups doing the biz for me at the moment. Well done, Steve. Love a bit of Bellycan. Phil said, how about some river carping? Do you know, I haven't river carped for many, many, many years. When I was a pleasure match angler, I caught a few carp, a few barbel out the Thames years ago. A few bream, a few carp out there many, many years ago. But I haven't really done a dedicated carping on the river. So an idea. Canal, yes. More videos of fishing in weed, fish location on lakes where the fish don't show themselves often. Yep, I'm hearing you, Paul. My line keeps getting a bow in it when I cast out. What am I doing wrong? What you need to do is you need to sink that line straight away. Okay? You need to sink it straight away. Don't just let it go out and get the bow. Although saying that, it's slackish, isn't it? Depends what you're fishing over. But try and cast out on a tight line. Get the rod down as quick as possible. A bit like a match angler does when he sinks the line. Bit glitchy. Right, could be. Let's see. Hopefully a lot better now. Any news on the French social? It's all planned. It's all planned, Anthony, mate. It's all planned. Don't worry, you'll be one of the first to be advised about it. That's all confirmed. I've just got to put it out there. I'll be messaging you about it. Don't worry, mate. You'll be first on my list to be able to go. Anyone else experienced freezing? Hopefully it should be all right now. Should be a lot better now. So I've just what I've done is I've refreshed the screen. I've got rid of the history out of it, so it should be a lot better. Hope so. Keeps freezing for us tonight. You keep stopping and starting. Could be the internet tonight. Hopefully it's better now. Evening, Darren. Good to see you, mate. Rob says, now the sound doesn't go with your lip sync. Is it okay now? Give me thumbs up. Is it a lot better now? Since I refreshed it, is it a lot better? I gave it a little refresh. Up here, what I do is I free the memory up. I can see it was getting quite low on the computer. Should be a lot better now. Paul says, wafter fishing. My go-to is the German rig. What do you think of it? I've never actually used it. I know a couple of anglers that swear by it. They really like the German rig. I haven't used it myself personally, but I know it's a good rig. That's my cup, Leon. Yeah. Yes, it is your cup. I must apologise. I totally forgot about it. I will be sending it out to you tonight. You'll be getting it very, very soon. I'm very... last week, I went to send it out, got it all packaged up, and I just never took it out. This week, I got back from angling, and I'm like... I'm thinking, I must remember something. And you just bloody reminded me, so I apologise deeply. Any news on the hoodie? I had some more samples come through. They're just not good enough, Dave, to be fair. They're just not nice enough. The printing on them's horrible. I don't want to sell anything that's not good. We will get there eventually, Dave, don't worry. Stickers. Yes, I've got to order up some more stickers. Let me make a note of that. Because them stickers were good, weren't they? Everyone enjoyed them, didn't they? I'm going to get some more stickers, definitely. Do you have any videos about feeling the lead down? I do, but it's another one I need to do. I need to do a more in-depth one about feeling the lead down. Finding spots in weed as well, that type of thing. So I'm going to do all these. Don't worry, I'm going to do them, guys. Yep, keeps freezing. Is it still freezing? Sumo says, Leon, question on chod rigs. Always hear a few anglers losing fish, hooks bumping out. Any thoughts on this? I tell you what it is. When was the prize giveaways? Well, we stopped doing the prize giveaways. Sumo, when you missed it for a while, we decided to stop doing the prize giveaways because I couldn't get the bloody kit I wanted. Everyone wanted too much money for it, so we couldn't give away decent prizes. But we're still going to have the Christmas one. We're still going to have the Christmas one, so don't worry. There's still going to be a prize giveaway, maybe 2 a year. But onto your chod question. The reason why anglers lose fish on the chod. Now this is my take on it. Because that weight, that chod has got no buffer. The way I fish chods, I have a silicone buffer of about 5 to 6 inches from the lead up to the bead. So when the fish is, you're playing the fish and it's going up and down, banging on that bit of material between the lead and the bead, it's not hard and pulling the hook out. It's like a bit of elastic. It's like a spring. It's like it's taking all that lunging and everything else from the fish and the angles and all that. I can't say I've lost very many using the chod because I use this big bit of silicone, 2mm silicone, that just acts like a concertina and takes those lunges. That's why I think also if they're using big leads, I always used to use 1-2 ounce leads maximum. Always did okay on them. That could be the reason why, Nick. A watercraft section on the website would be brilliant, like the rig clink and bait clink sessions. Yes, that's an idea. Filling the lead down, watercraft, those type of things. Yeah, well, thank you very much for that. If you're getting a bow in your line when you cast out, make sure you hit the clip, and if no weed, use a flying back lead. Works for me. Good advice, Paul. Louis says, that's good. We must be a lot better now. Dave said, hitting the clip will go a long way to straightening your line, Stuart. Still freezing, unfortunately, Leon. Okay, right. What we're going to do is we are going to say goodbye to our followers on YouTube. We're going to say goodbye to our followers on the Facebook page, on the Leon Bartropp Angler Facebook page, and the Catch More Carp Facebook page. We're going to say goodbye. This might help the stream, and we're going to go over to just the subscribers, the Catch More Carp subscribers for the last 10-15 minutes. So guys, if you tuned in tonight from YouTube and Facebook, very thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and I shall see you next Thursday, hopefully. Although it is my eldest, it's the exam results, so may see you, may not. We'll have to play it by ear. If you're tuning in from YouTube, thank you very much again, guys, and goodbye, and I will see you